Could be. Sure about that, bud? You sure we're live here, bud? Uh, I don't. Oh yeah, it does say we're live. Okay, cool. This is the ultimate in terms of the Scuff podcasts. Uh, hmm. Michael, you're still muted.
I don't know what you're talking about. This is not scuffed at all.
Also, something's picking up on Andrew's mic that's ambient.
Hype. I'll go fix
It
that. It's
sounds
definitely the
like
fan. It's definitely the fan.
really. That's how. Okay. Wow. Hmm. Uh. Yikes. All right. Well, welcome back to the Chinos Show, episode 42, where we are going to struggle.
How's
But
that?
that it that is good. It's good now.
Hype.
Um, we are going to struggle, but what's uh what's worth doing if not for a struggle, right? Haha. ah, there we go. Let me turn this person down, way down. Uh,
There we
and it looks like that didn't mess up anything on the stream, so we're all good.
Whoa! Hell yeah. All right. Welcome back to the Chinos Show. This is episode 42.
Yes, yes.
Um, it's good to be here.
Mm-hmm. Good to
Um,
be
on
here.
a on a brand new day. I don't think we've ever done an episode on a Tuesday.
Unveiling the new Tuesday schedule. Once a year, it's only on the 21st of September.
Do you remember that day?
The 21st of September?
Well, specifically the night.
Oh,
Do you?
I don't know. You're gonna have to keep asking me.
Um, I don't know if I have any more questions to ask about tonight,
Oh, okay.
but
I don't know the words to that song very well, so I couldn't even like
yeah, no, me
bounce off
neither.
of you for that. I just know it's the 21st of September today. Woo! It's Earth, Wind, and Fire Day, baby.
Oh.
That reunion is still hot as ever on the YouTube channel for that video. It's got a cool like 500 million views,
Damn, that's
which is
like
pretty good. It's pretty
it's like
respectable,
500 million more than the Chino show.
give or take. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Plus or minus like
typically.
2K.
Yeah.
Speaking
Well,
of 2K, I believe the most recent Chino vlog popped off a little bit.
oh, it did?
I think it got about 500 views
No
and
way.
40-ish likes last time
Wow.
I checked.
Hold on, I haven't checked this. Let me see what the Chinos vlogs have been up to. I know what the vlog was. It's just for some
Chino
reason
vlog
we're tapping into that algo.
Chino
By
vlog
algo, I
1
mean
had about
algorithm.
1,000. So it looks like y'all like the Chino vlogs, so there will probably be more of those in the near future.
529 views, 43 likes, 5 dislikes.
Rip.
Uh,
We're getting ratioed out of here.
yeah. Now everyone knows, and that's fun. It tells you the name of every song that comes up. Um, everyone knows the name of your type racer uh, account, Michael.
True. Yeah,
Yeah.
honestly, add me on Type Racer. I will beat you.
Oh yeah.
So,
What's your WPM? Hmm?
I
That
think
stands
my
for words per minute for anyone that's not versed in the type race community. You're not any racers.
thank you for for the Twitch Prime subscription, Badger.
Oh my gosh, Badger,
Um,
wow, that's crazy.
my words per minute is roughly 66, I believe.
That's cap.
Riddler SR says thanks for the 1 year.
Yeah,
I'm assuming that stands for speed runs.
probably. Yeah,
Yo,
probably.
Riddler, what do you speed run?
Bro, we are not going to talk about this on his channel. Um, I'd say
Oh
you're
man.
probably a cool 60.
Nah, I swear, I would if I could share my screen right now, I would show you it's at 66 words per minute,
Doubt it.
guaranteed. I actually just upped it today from 65.
You were on type racer today?
Yeah, I was. I was bored in class, and I said, "I'm a race."
So so you were in class. Wait, was this an online class?
No, no, no. This is in
You were
person.
in class and you were just going
Yeah.
like,
Well, I don't type super loud. I don't. I also have a not mechanical laptop keyboard,
well,
so it's
yeah, I
not
mean
very clickety
mine
clacky.
is too, but like it still makes noise whenever I hit a key. I'm not like silently pressing the buttons.
Yeah.
Trying
Well,
to
I also take
trying to
note. Like
race.
I type out my notes too.
Oh, that's kind of weird. Kind of weird.
Well, I think it's easier because I also have a pen that I write my notes with.
Right.
So like it's easier to like mark up like that, and I don't have to like keep pulling out different color pens. You know what I'm saying?
So you type and write your notes?
I type them out, and then if I want to highlight or underline something, I just take the pen out and just.
Uh, how much how much are you writing in your notes? For whenever I'm taking notes, I try to condense it to like as few words as possible, and I write them like with a pen.
I usually, how do I say this? I'll usually like reword and condense what's in the slide, and then if the professor like emphasizes anything, that's when I like mark them. You know what I'm saying?
Mm, we,
So like I
okay.
have a good amount of notes, but
An
also
interesting note-taking strategy.
before we forget the
Yes,
weather, it's been
I haven't.
rather odd. The mornings have gotten cooler, which is pretty cool if you ask
That
me.
is indicative of the 21st of September.
Indeed, indeed. But the last few days have been back up in the upper 90s, which is not very
Yeah,
pog champ of the weather.
yeah.
But yeah. Also, Andrew, what do you think? Cool.
What is
Um,
what? Oh, 74 average Riddler SR comes in. I also think that's cap.
bro, Riddler SR definitely types like 30 words per year.
Probably something around that, give or take like 10 words. Um, but yeah, Riddler SR. If you have a problem with that, feel free to come onto the podcast and defend yourself. But
Yeah,
otherwise,
yeah,
I said
Riddler.
what I said.
If you ever Riddler, if you ever want to be a guest on our podcast, you are more than welcome.
This is a
Uh,
mutiny, by the way.
we're always looking. We're always looking for new people to interview.
Yeah. So actually,
It
this
is.
makes it really easy because we're the only people. We are all in one location, basically, us two. So we don't
True.
have to do the weather for Waco because Caleb decided
Yeah,
he's
fuck
he's
Waco.
too good for the podcast.
I like how we
Um,
just doxed Caleb as Caleb in Waco. We've
I
probably talked about it before, but
absolutely. I think we've even said where what school we're from.
I mean, if people didn't already know, are both wearing shirts with its name on it.
No, I mean our high
So,
school. I think we've talked about the high school we're from as well.
really?
I think so.
That actually doesn't surprise me.
No, I think we've even doxed teachers' names and shit.
We definitely have doxed teachers' names.
Um, back to the weather though.
Back to the weather.
Cold front came through and is going to keep coming through today. It's a mild cold front. It's not really going to change the temperature too much, but it does knock the highs back down into the high 80s, which is very nice. You're going to have a north, uh, just a wind coming down from the north. That's indicative of a cold front, because I know weather. Um, with speeds up to the 16 miles an hour tomorrow, and it drops down as the cold front leaves. And then, actually, the high for the next 2 weeks projected is 91. So like that's the highest that it's ever going to get in the next 2 weeks. I think it's going to be a nice couple of weeks coming up.
I'm excited for that. That's going to be really nice.
Yeah. Other than that, highs are pretty much averaging in the 87s, 88s, with some thunderstorms next week. We'll tell you about that whenever it happens. Don't want to share spoilers for next week's podcast.
Real. Oh, yeah. For anyone, anyone curious, I haven't been here in a couple of weeks. So just to catch you up on my life, I hung my lights back up. You may have seen
Hmm.
them in other episodes of the podcast that I've been in the past. Well, they're back. I dyed my hair blue.
It looks
It
good.
is now blue. I think it also looks good.
I think it
Um,
looks good with the beanie, but also without the beanie, it looks good.
I
Um,
agree.
it's a good cut. I think the beanie's more for like once the sides start growing out more. That's when you
Sure,
resort to the beanie. I
I'm
mean, I
still
think
cool with.
it's a little too warm in my opinion for a beanie. If I see people like this is hmm. If I see people wearing things that are uncharacteristic for the environment, so like if I see someone wearing like a jacket today, I'm gonna be like, you just did that for clout. Like that you just wanted to wear that jacket kind of thing. You know? That's all I'm thinking of. I'm not thinking like, oh, that's a nice jacket kind of thing. So it's kind of the same thing with the beanie.
I like how you're saying that to someone who literally wore sweatpants and a hoodie to class today.
Yeah, that's I
Nah,
couldn't do it.
I did it because I'm lazy.
Uh,
That's what I would have been, and I had an 8 a.m.
uh,
So
yeah. Uh, I did I did throw on jeans this morning because I was cold, but that's just because the AC
mm.
runs cold at night.
Oh yeah, for everyone in chat, a quick question, and all YouTube comments can also contribute. How do you keep your like thermostat in your house or apartment or whatever?
What's the
Um,
temperature?
yeah, exactly. What's the temperature? Like, is it different between the summer and the winter? Like, obviously, you usually have the heat on in the winter, but like the temperature that you keep your house, is it different? Is it the same? Um, I'll know for me right now, I like how Blaine is muted at the moment. It makes me laugh.
Hang on one second. We're having a caller.
Oh,
Uh,
we have a special guest.
caller, what's your name? This is the Chinos radio station. Oh, hey, Spooks. Ah, you're a resident here.
Yo, what up, Spooks?
Did he win the promotion? Hmm.
Did who win the promotion? Me?
Did Spooks win the promotion? Is what he's saying. Did you get
Oh,
what? Spooks?
well, since this is a mutiny, I guess we get to decide if he won.
Did you win what?
Dr. B, I hope you know that we cannot hear Spooks, so you will have to relay all
I,
information to
I'm
us.
trying to relay everything. He's just he doesn't know how to speak very well. I think Spooks is kind of uh
Dumb.
off right now. Something about a plushie? Did he win a plushie? What kind of plushie is he talking about?
If you're looking for the
The big cock
Machiko,
plushie is what he's looking for.
yeah,
Um, you have the wrong Chinos show, Spooks.
yeah,
I think
I
you're
think you're looking
thinking
for the guys next door.
you're looking for the our neighbors, the Chinos show. He says he's on the right show. Did we promote any penis plushies?
Um,
Ah, where's
I must have
Hatman?
missed.
This is a good question that we should probably indulge in.
Ooh,
Thank you, listener. Um,
I think that's
Hatman
enough.
is no longer with us.
Oh yes, Hatman, rest in peace, my guy. He has moved on to a higher plane.
Listen, Spooks, if you want your Among Us cock plushie, you're gonna have to come to my apartment.
It might be wet when you get there.
All right, cool. Well, I think we have ourselves a deal, Spooks. I'll see you then. We might have to we might have to end the podcast early.
No,
Thanks for calling in, Spooks.
we're actually going a full 2 hours tonight.
Of course. Wow.
Why would we
Such
end
a
the podcast early?
well, cuz I have plans with Spooks.
Actually?
No,
Oh,
don't bust my balls.
can I make your balls bust?
That's what Spooks is planning on doing.
Oh, with his balls or with the Among Us cop?
That's how he gets the Among Us cock plushie, actually.
I see.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
It's like a tome that comes down from the heavens.
Yeah, no,
It's inside of me.
it's actually an exchange of goods or services.
Oh, so he services you and he gets
Yes.
the goods. I understand.
Yes. Yeah.
Also, for people wondering, rest in peace to another good friend of ours.
Norm Macdonald. Norm Macdonald passed away this past week.
An even specialer, even closer guest to the Chinos Show.
Oh.
Our sexy new guest, as one might say, Rhythm Bot,
Yes,
has
that
moved
is
on,
actually
has passed on to the heathens.
to the
Um,
heathens.
to the heathens. Um, fuck
This is
YouTube.
because YouTube is a bitch. Google's a bitch.
Yeah,
Everyone should petition to start using a different web browser instead of Google.
petition to get Vimeo to be bigger than YouTube.
Use what my mom uses. Use DuckDuckGo.
Use what my mom uses in Daily Motion. Wait.
Emotion. Damn.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Sorry, mom. If you're watching this, mom, I'm so sorry.
Use what my dad uses and use live leaks.
Use what my dad uses and use WikiFeet.
I think we've expended this joke. I think we've taken it as
Anyway,
far as we can.
moving on.
Yeah, moving on. Welcome back to the Chinos Show, where
Welcome back to the
we
Chino Show.
are focusing up.
Speaking of
Focus.
focusing up, does my man Blaine have some exams coming up this week?
No, I do not have any exams this week, but I do have exams next week, and I'll tell you all about that when it comes up. What I do have this week is a lot of work that happened as a result of my travels back home. So I've had some work piling up as a result of that.
What kind of work?
Well, I ended up getting an extension on some dynamics and vibrations homework that ended up taking way too long. And then
How do you? Thank you for calling into the Chino Show. Can you state your name for the viewers?
we cannot hear the name that's been stated. Also, you need to speak up or something. Like maybe take him off speakerphone. That way, it's not like being confused for noise.
Take him off of speaker. Okay.
Yeah, because you couldn't hear anything that I was telling him.
All right. Well, sorry, viewer. One more time. I need your name. Your name is Lando Bando. Good to have you here, Lando.
Ah.
You're sorry. What are you sorry for? Oh, I said it's good to have you here. Thank you for calling in.
Yes, thank you
What's
for
up?
calling in, Lando Bando.
Did you have a question for us today? Where's Hatman? Oh yes. So we have a really we have already addressed this today on the Chino Show, but just for you, we will say that Hatman has passed on.
And by that we mean Hatman has currently bought a fishing boat and is trolling for Atlantic sea bass in
Yes.
the
So
Pacific Ocean.
Caleb is currently actually fishing for Atlantic sea bass. Yes, Lando Bando. If you did not hear that,
In the Pacific Ocean.
in the Pacific Ocean specifically. I love me some good Atlantic Pacific, some cross oceanal.
Well, that
bass.
means they're survivors. That means they
Exactly.
made the trek.
They migrated,
Yeah.
but they didn't assimilate.
They took the what was the thing that travelers were looking for in America, like the river that took them from the Atlantic to the Pacific? What's it called?
Yep.
What's it called?
There is a game show coming up. Actually, Lando Bando, thank you for asking. Yes, we are going to be having a game show where you win prizes. Tonight at 10:05 p.m. Make sure to stay tuned. 10:05 Central Standard Time. Make sure that you are staying tuned for that. But don't call in until then.
This is news to me.
It will not be a game show until then. Exactly.
It's not a game show until there's a game to show. Man. Delete that shit.
No, there is no Among Us clock plushie. Don't listen to what your friend told you. There has never been an Among Us clock plushie ever. I got you, Blaine. There will never be one for you, Lando Bando. Fuck you. Do you listen on Spotify, YouTube, or Twitch? You listen on Apple Podcasts. It's good to hear that you're a dumb little idiot. Thank you.
Yes. Apple Podcast can.
Yes. Is there anything else we can do for you today?
What are we? Some sort of fast food service? We're
All right,
running
bye,
a
y'all.
podcast here. We're running a podcast.
We are running a podcast.
We're not trying to see what people want. We're just trying to
We're gonna
dish
give them
our
what we
inf.
have, and they're gonna take it whether they like it or not.
Yeah.
That sounds a little rapey. Never mind.
Kind of. Do you want me to talk about my escapade over the weekend?
I would love you to talk about I'd love for you to talk about your escapade.
Well, I won't do it.
That's fair. I
Just
will talk
kidding.
about.
Ha! Ah, man, I got you so good. Okay, so I went back to my home this Friday. I
Can you
was
give us
very
the address just
no
for
thanks.
context?
No, actually, I went home and then got home at like 4, and then at 4:30 I left home to go to Lampasas with my family because my brother had a varsity football game. Woo! That he was playing in Lampasas.
Did he
So
win?
yeah, the varsity football team at his school beat Lampasas 47-7, I believe, was the final score.
Damn,
Something like that.
That's kind of tragic for Lampasas.
Yeah, they started out pretty good too. I think the score going into halftime was 17-7 or something like that.
Then they just ravaged him.
Dude, it was rough.
That's unfortunate.
I don't know what happened, man. According to my brother, they were supposed to be a good team. So,
Damn. So looking like there's like your brother's school is pretty solid this year.
yeah, I mean,
I
I
heard-
think so. It seemed like they couldn't really get the I don't know, the ground game was all right. I think the coaches just don't trust the passing game right now for some reason because there was not very many calls for passes. I think it was probably like 3/4 of all the plays were runs.
Is it still the same quarterback that was the quarterback when we were seniors?
No,
Interesting.
no, that quarterback is now, I think, like a defensive end or something like that.
Weird. Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to sound. I don't know if that's correct or not, but it is a different person. I know that for certain. And they ran a lot of QB options and like QB designed runs because
Okay.
I guess that's what they like doing.
Is he fast?
Yeah,
Cool.
it's
Then
pretty quick.
You know, if it works, it works.
That's true. So that happened. I met up since like Lampasas is kind of the meeting ground for my family and my grandparents on my mom's side. They also met us and they watched the game.
You said on your mom's side?
Yes.
Does that include does
Don't
that
dox my grandmother.
is that
Don't dox my grandmother on
is
this
that
stream.
is that is she
That is my grandmother. Yes.
is sharing caring?
Yes, sharing is caring.
Love sharing.
So we went. Then I drove home. And then let's see what else. What did I do on Saturday? On Saturday,
What did you do on Saturday, Blaine?
on Saturday, I set out to do homework. I ended up finishing one homework and then watched. Oh, it's called Akira, I think.
Okay.
Let me check on that. Akira. Yeah. It's a 19 it's an anime from 1988.
Oh.
and it's set in Neo Tokyo,
Okay.
which is New Tokyo.
Yep.
If you didn't know,
Wait, really?
set in the futuristic 2019.
Oh, wow. Huh.
Yes.
Were they right?
Actually, they said the Tokyo Olympics was 188 days away or something like that. So, like, they were
That's
right about the Tokyo
crazy.
Olympics being in 2020, which was pretty cool. They weren't right about an atomic bomb being dropped, leveling Tokyo. Uh,
Oh, that
in
happened in the
in
show.
yeah, World War III happened, and then there was, I guess, a rebuild boom
Okay.
that happened again in Japan.
Yeah, even though that happened in the 70s and 80s
Yeah.
and then immediately crashed in the 90s.
Well, this is like post rebuild, start of crash.
Yeah,
There's
rebuilding
a lot.
again.
There's a lot of poverty from what you see. Um, a lot of orphans for some reason, and it was just overall kind of a weird movie, but it held your attention.
Okay.
So
Interesting.
it was pretty good. Over
If you have to give it a rating out of any rating scale that you have, what would it be?
out of 10, I'd probably give it a 6.
Okay. So like good enough.
It held my attention. Yeah. No.
Fair.
Uh, the ending was kind of odd. Like, I'm not gonna spoil anything. There's like, yeah, it's kind of it's like there's biker gangs, government experimentation done on this power that you end up finding out was the source of this Tokyo leveling event. So I hope that didn't spoil too much. If
No,
anyone wanted to watch this 6 out of 10 movie that I just recommended, um, but yeah, watched that when I was supposed to be doing homework with my brother, and then worked on homework some more, uh, and then played spike ball with Spooks.
nice.
Yeah, that was Saturday, and then Sunday I just worked on more homework, and then um, that's all I did. I just worked on homework, and then had a nice dinner at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And went home.
Nice.
Worked on homework some more after I got home. After I got back to my apartment, that is. I gotta stop doing that because I call both home. Um,
Sure.
just my resting spot.
Desro. I don't know who this is, but yo, what up? Okay, so
Yo,
fun fact. We're both definitely parts of Riddler speedruns like brain.
I'm the
But
left half.
yeah, I'm 100% the bottom half. Um top left corner does not exist.
Yeah,
Wait, top right corner. Whatever. Anyway, yeah, but Riddler speedruns is not here.
currently
But
doing other things that he couldn't have been bothered to
yeah, he basically
be on
rated
the
both of
podcast.
our Twitch channels that don't exist. Um but
To
this
answer your question of do you still run does Riddler SR still run LADX? He has not in a very long time.
it's probably been 6
2 years.
months since he's done any content on it on this channel.
Really? Oh yeah, I guess so. He did. Yeah.
I
Um,
think it was like February was the last one.
was that when you did the drunk?
Yes. Oh, that wasn't any percent though. That was 100. It wasn't. No, it was
He
like
wasn't
100%
he
without
wasn't
fun.
doing he wasn't trying to speedrun it, I don't think. He was just
No,
trying to get through the game.
he was trying to do a speed run that's like I think the world record is like 50 minutes, and he was trying to get it in like 2 hours,
Yeah. And
but
I think he
heavily
did it
intoxicated.
or
It's been
something
a
like
while. I
that.
was excited to see him streaming again. I mean, he
Yeah.
is still streaming. We're doing a podcast called the Chinos Show.
Might not be the
Better than
content
Cat.
you're looking for.
Live every
But
Saturday, question mark, at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time.
mhm.
Uh, but
There
yeah.
there are plans for more speedruns to be done, I think, of LADX? I don't know. We
Uh,
might host that competition again. I think that's been in
ooh.
the talks,
Oh yeah, I forgot about
where
that.
all of Riddler's friends sit down and compete to see who gets the fastest speedrun time. The record from last game was what, like 11 minutes?
No, it was faster than that. It was like 8 minutes and 50 something seconds, I thought.
Really? Uh,
Yeah, I thought you were like 9:09 and then he was like 8:50 something.
I couldn't remember. All I remember is my practice run was in the 5 minutes,
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
and oh,
Guess I haven't been
dude,
on for podcasts. What's going on for podcast content though? Always interested in more podcasts. Well,
this
for this
podcast.
podcast,
Yeah, go for it.
it's very what's the word? Free form. Um,
It's more of a documentation
yeah.
of our week, kind of thing. So I don't know. It's not really tailored for large audiences, I'd say.
Yeah, if you're just interested in
Although,
hearing some, friends who've been friends for many years now. I wouldn't say lifelong friends, but longtime friends catch up, get to talk in a space where, if you want to listen, you're more than welcome to listen.
yeah, exactly. It's like
Hey,
recapping.
that's
Um,
exactly what we're going for.
oh, really? Have you ever done a D&D session, Michael?
I've done every D&D session.
Damn, that's a lot of D&D sessions. I can't really talk. I've only done like 2, 3, like that.
Bitch.
It's like 3 more than you.
No, not true.
Yeah. Actually, if you look at our previous, I think if we're gonna kind of hold a mirror up to the podcast right now, the quality has somewhat dwindled very quickly. I'd say in the past couple of weeks. That's just because people can't be on sometimes.
Yeah.
College started back up. We're kind of busy, um, but we do have big plans. Season 2 is coming.
Season 2. Watch out for season 2 next week.
Yeah, next week probably for sure, maybe.
Yeah,
Um,
probably definitely close to maybe almost there for sure.
mhm,
Um Speaking of my weekend, I haven't been on in a couple of weeks,
yeah.
so I got a couple of weeks to wrap up real quick. But we had a couple of volleyball games here at insert college name that you definitely can't see on Blaine's chest.
I don't
And
think we need to. I don't think there's any problem with doxing Texas
yeah,
A&M.
so there's been a couple of volleyball games here, and let me just say, they've been very hype. Um,
Oh, really?
we played our biggest rival, the University of Texas at Austin Longhorns, who were the number 1 ranked volleyball team in the nation, and they'd only lost 3 sets the entire year, and we gave them their 4th loss, and I was very proud of my
Nice.
Ags,
Wait.
even though we lost.
Oh, so you only lost one set, or you only won one set?
Yeah, it's a best of 5,
Uh huh.
and we lost 3-1. But
Yikes.
considering this UT team has played what 9 or 10 matches, and they've lost, so that's what 30 set wins and 3 set losses, which is crazy. So what you're saying is the podcast struggles to get consistent attendance. Content is basically improv. The podcast is actually just D&D.
It's
Honestly,
it's less structured D&D because we're not going really into our imagination. Uh,
sure.
it's not like we're just kind of make it. Well, we have done a couple of things where we just kind of made shit up, but none of it really dicks. Like we've had segments in the past. Andrew did.
Weekly content.
Yeah, it was kind of like um, the audience or the other members in the podcast would give him the inspiration for something
A
to
piece of
like,
media to absorb, like a
yeah,
musical album, a video game,
movie,
a movie.
TV series, yeah, something like that. And then he'd give a review on it the next week, and like the cycle continues. I used to do a space segment, but
He's been lacking.
I've been lacking, but that's honestly just because progress in the space isn't really enough to
Yeah.
be reported on in a weekly basis. Now, I suppose I could still talk about uh,
Proceeds to talk for 10 minutes
Elon's.
about nothing.
Okay,
I'm kidding. I didn't mean it.
I could still talk about Elon's like the Starship program and stuff that they're doing at SpaceX, but um, it's a lot of the same stuff. It's just research and development. Uh, they're you know they're building super heavy stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. Like
You
I don't
probably
know.
make a whole 1 hour segment on Elon's Twitter. That's true. Elon's Twitter is
Quite honestly,
legendary.
yeah.
I should make a Twitter account again, like for the 4th time or whatever, just to lurk other people's Twitters and like report on the best like tweets I've seen in a week.
Oh, that's not a bad idea. All
I
I do
feel
with social media is lurk, so
that's fair.
I think
Yeah,
that's all a lot of people do is lurk. I think that's the
yeah,
worst way to use social media, though. I think it's the best way to use it is to put stuff on there and to communicate with other people, collaborate, and stuff like that.
it's fair. Desro, do you mean plans on coming back to LADX or do you mean coming back to the podcast tonight? Because spoiler alert, he will not be back tonight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's driving right now, and he shouldn't be back until probably about when we end.
The only
So.
reason his video is on right now is to make the stream not look like dog shit. Even though it's just really funny to have an empty like frame.
Yeah, I mean, you get to see inside of his dresser. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, you want to see?
Sneak
You want to
peek.
go? Since he's not.
Do a
Hell
dresser
yeah.
review. Dresser review. Michael, go into his room right now.
Thank you for the sub, Desro. We appreciate it.
Oh
Let him
my
know about this.
gosh.
Oh, 100% will. 100%
Yeah,
will.
I think he's watching right now, quite honestly.
Yeah,
Um,
he might be watching.
it's just not safe for him to
True.
type when he's driving, even though he has kind of done that.
Yeah, he definitely was in the chat earlier, but what are we supposed to do? Gotta head out. Gonna be tuning in when I can. We would
Alright.
love to have you back, Desro.
Catch you later, my dude. Oh man. That makes our job a lot easier,
True.
doesn't it?
Getting the subs.
No, I mean having people to
No blame
kind of
getting the subs.
rip off. Yeah, getting the subs is also good.
Yeah,
Like
getting
if anyone's in the chat right now and they don't have any Prime subscription, or if they don't have any, if you aren't subscribed, consider.
Drop a sub.
Yeah.
Support the stream.
Yeah, definitely support.
If you're on Spotify,
Fuck you.
fuck you. And if
Fuck
you're
you,
on
Spotify
Apple
listeners.
Podcasts,
You're kind of weird. I
If you're
think
on
you're
Apple
kind of weird.
Podcasts,
You probably smell bad.
literally just download fucking Spotify. It's free.
Yeah, and then we can tell you to fuck off.
And then we'll tell you to fuck off. Deal.
Yeah. Glad we got that out of the way.
Oh, so I wasn't finished talking about my week,
I know.
but I guess it doesn't matter.
Death Row was more important.
Death Row is more important. But yeah, we had a couple of volleyball games. They were really fun. I dyed my hair blue. I already said that.
Yes.
My weekend though, I worked on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and yesterday. And let me just tell you, when you were down at the second largest university in the country, and there is a
That's
home
a
football
big
game.
question mark.
There is a home football game, and you have to work at a like collegiate merch store.
That's probably what, like 6 or 7 blocks away from Kyle Field or something like that.
If that, it's like 2 blocks away.
Yeah.
It's right down the road, and it's insane. It is so busy, but
I gotta say this shirt's really good from that place. My only complaint is, see, it's marbled.
Yeah.
This right here makes it look like a wrinkle, and like whenever I see it in the mirror, I'm like, what the heck? Like it looks like it's riding up my neck or something like that, you know?
Oh yeah, I see you. You're muted, Blaine. Oh,
I am not.
Never mind. It was just cutting out.
Oh.
I don't know if the stream picked you up, but I could not hear you on Discord. I mean, not on.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you, baby.
That's good.
Hell yeah. Man speak.
Other than that, I had a quiz today. That's why Michael. I didn't get onto the voice chat until about 8:50. I was
Fair.
over at someone else's place, and we were collaborating on the quiz.
Were you borrowing?
No, they were borrowing,
Were you
actually.
elaborating?
I think actually what we were doing was we were hosting a healthy discussion between fellow
Ah, yes.
scholars. Um,
You were growing each other's knowledge.
yeah, yeah. Uh, in order to solve this problem,
Yeah.
and the problems were
This
solved.
problem in the scope of academia.
Yeah, yeah, all within the scope of academia. Um, and it got solved. Let me tell you, it got solved really fast.
Yes, sir. That's what we like to see.
Yeah,
That's some solid collaboration.
it was very good collaboration.
All right, Blaine.
Yeah,
Serious question time.
I think you're holding a pen in your hand.
What am I holding in my hand right now?
I already guessed.
It's not a pen.
Oh well, that was my only guess. All right, here I'm gonna counter. What am I holding in my hand right now?
You're holding a plant in your hand right now.
Nope, my plant would not be. It is too large to hold in one hand.
What is it, Blaine? Ah, goldfish.
Big old bag of goldfish.
Ah,
Is that an egg?
lacrosse ball.
Crack that bitch open. Is it? I've never felt a lacrosse ball. Is it like?
It's
Is it
pretty
just like a?
solid.
Can you squish it with your hands? Is it like a
No,
tennis ball kind of?
it's
No.
not like a No, that's like a racquetball ball.
Yeah, I'm thinking of that.
No, lacrosse ball is like solid rubber. Like
So,
it feels like a softball but smaller.
so if you get domed with it,
It'll hurt.
it'll hurt.
That's why you wear a helmet in lacrosse.
No way. Helmets are for lacrosse players.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah,
Also, I bought a mouse pad. Pretty high.
that's true. Yeah.
It makes me
Is there
so
any way
much
you can
worse at
show
video
it?
games. Yeah, I can pick it up. It's not a desk mat. It's
No.
a mouse pad.
A
Gotta
nice.
represent.
This is mine. Like I said, it's like
Nice.
very tiny, and it was $5 at Walmart. So
I think I got this for $5 at my work.
nice.
Yeah. With my employee discount though.
Mm, mm. I cannot believe this was $5 then if it's just like not even printed.
Yeah, I think this is $5.95 where I work.
You heard it first. If you are in the College Station area, come on down to the factory at CC Green.
Nope. The warehouse.
Oh, really?
Factory. You bitch.
No, I wasn't
Didn't even-
trying to.
You're trying to not dox me?
Yeah. So I was gonna list the.
The factory at CC.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
You really got me there.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't even thinking about it.
Now people know where you work. What the hell?
If you want to come visit me at work, tell me you're with the Chinos. And
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
know.
Tell him I'm a Chino, and
Yeah.
Michael will kiss you on the lips.
If you do the savage dance and say, I'm a Chino, and you just do that, and I'll laugh. I'll
What's
give you
the
$1.
savage dance?
The Megan Thee Stallion song Savage? It was on TikTok like 2 years ago.
I know this. I know the song. I don't know the dance. Although I know there was a dance to it.
There was a dance that populated TikTok for about 6 months.
I can't think of what the dance was, but if I saw it, I think I would know what it is.
All I remember is a
Ah.
savage clap.
Ah, man. Everyone laugh at this fool.
Yeah,
This
laugh at me.
this. Oh man.
Do it.
I don't know
Laugh
any more adjectives. I'm fresh out of adjectives.
Laugh at me right now, Blaine.
Eh.
Good.
Yeah, we're really good at this podcast thing. I think we're the best. We're the best at this podcast thing.
We should get a soundboard. We should make a Discord bot that has a soundboard in it.
Yes. That way I can say certified bruh moment.
Yeah,
And
exactly. I could say certified freak 7 days a week.
and then whose toes are those? And
Whose toes are those?
um, what else?
I can get Phoenix to say, "No, you don't."
Ah, that's lame. Let's see, what else do we got? Uh, oh, does anyone want coffee? Yeah, that would be a good soundboard one.
We can get, who you gonna call? You want pizza there?
Can we have that long? Well, I guess it's our soundboard. We can do what we want.
Yeah. It's my soundboard. I can do what I want to.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
I guess
Anyone
you
want some
could.
coffee?
I guess you could make your own soundboard if you kind of managed your own server and just like boot it up whenever you hop on as well. It's like your buddy.
Yeah.
It's like your pet. You know.
I don't know. Please
Then you
explain it
wouldn't
to
have
me.
to worry about all the logistics of it
Please
because you
explain
could
it to me in
because you could
greater
just
detail.
I will. Because
Okay.
you could just have a file folder of all the songs you want for your soundboard, and it's your own personal soundboard. And then if you, I'm just imagining every single one of us has our own parrot bot, like individual ones. So we got like a voice channel full of like 15 people, but half of them are just parrot bots, and it's just like we have our own soundboards, like bruh, bruh, like or
Bruh,
whatever.
bruh,
Yeah,
bruh, bruh, bruh.
the bot text is just filled with commands.
Jesus Christ.
I think it's a great idea. That was too loud, so it didn't pick up the last bruh.
No, you know what we should do? We should all just make a SoundCloud account. Like our own personal SoundCloud accounts, and then upload small voice clips to them. And then just use Hydra or Rip Rhythm, Hydra or something to play the sound clip.
We we should make a bot that when we enter a number, it tells Rhythm or whatever bot we're using to use that corresponding number in SoundCloud and plays that. That takes a lot of the process down. Automating. We're automating, baby.
We should
Automating.
get a bot that taps directly into your brain and searches the web for an adequate soundbite for every moment in your life, so you never have to speak again.
I think that's just called speaking, and I think it would just take just as much energy
Nope.
using it as it would.
Nope.
Or a modified version of that where
It'll-
we just record voice snippets like the and be, or like maybe shorter sentences like going left, going long, stuff like that. Upload all of those to SoundCloud, and then we never have to speak to each other again.
You're a genius.
Yeah.
Wait. What if multiple people want to speak at the same time?
It's just a race to see who could type as fast enough.
Good point. Good idea.
Well, actually, they're all independent of each other, so.
Well, if you only have one bot, are you saying
That's
everyone
true.
gets their own bot?
I was kind of still on that, but if there was only one bot, then yeah, it's just a race.
I guess we could just steal the code and multiply.
Yes.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Welcome back to the Chinos Show. We're here today. We are making random noises through Andrew's headphones. My grandpa
Earbuds.
called them earphones when I was growing up.
Muffs.
But that was what I only had a CD player back in those days. So yeah. There, the like old ass headphones that are just like one metal strip, and they've got the like super poofy, like tiny, like what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
You know what I'm talking about. I had those headphones, and
That's
I
what I
thought
too. Growing up.
thought those were the only like headphones that were called earphones for the longest time.
The rest are just headphones.
I thought everything else was either headphones or earbuds. Thankfully, no one's ever called anything a headbud. Because I feel like I
Head
feel like that.
muffs.
You know what we should do? We should create a sex toy called the Headbutt.
No. I'll let you have that idea, bud. You can take that one and run with it.
It's a great idea.
You just know the name of it. You don't even know what it would do.
It would be a little buddy that gives you head.
Man.
That's all you need.
I think the first thing you need to do is look it up and see if it already exists. So, no, don't do that right now.
You almost got me.
Um,
I'm gonna go on incognito mode.
uh,
I really hope Andrew's listening to this podcast. Just go down the drain.
it's fine. This is better than like half of the ones we've ever done.
True.
And there's half as many people.
Oh, I've already trademarked Headbutt, by the way, so you have to say trademark anytime you or anyone else uses it.
I mean, this is a documented piece of media, so technically any new content you come up with is automatically trademarked, right?
You do not legally have the right to screenshot or record any or all of this media posting. All offenders will be sued and appropriately in a court of law. Thanks, Giga.
Someone clip that.
Clip it right now.
You won't.
Yo, you're scared. No balls. No uteruses.
Damn.
Damn.
Got me
bro.
there.
Damn, bro. Okay, you want to see something crazy? Something
really.
real crazy?
What's real
I'm
crazy?
about to do something real crazy to you guys. You're not
Who's
ready.
you guys?
You guys being all the viewers, you guys. Okay? Boom.
What did you do?
Did you see that? I just changed the layout.
No, I
Now
didn't see it.
I'm in the
because-
corner. And Andrew's on the bottom. Like a loser.
Oh, I see. I feel like I feel like being on the bottom is more powerful.
Being a bottom is literally the least powerful thing. Speaking from experience.
Damn.
Yeah.
You know.
Boom.
Oh wow.
You know what?
You know what I hate?
What do you hate?
I hate the idea of I hate this like I'm just gonna describe it and then you can try to
And it's a word picture, Blaine.
yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So say you're really invested in your work or school studies, studies like that
Yeah.
can happen. You're working like 9, 10, 12 hours a day on this stuff.
Sure.
Stuff that you're really, you really want to do. I feel like eventually you just become one-dimensional. If that's all you do, that's all you become.
Sure.
And when that happens, where does your personality go? Where does your where does anything interesting or where does you're not fleshed out anymore. You're confined to this one track that you've chosen and you're passionate about. You're happy that you're doing it, but the problem is you're no longer this broad character because you have to sink so much time into it.
So I don't, it's not that I have a saying, but I don't know if anyone's ever said this before, so I might have come up with it. But it's like, it's kind of similar to that. It's the more time you spend making money, the less time you have to spend it.
I think that's only like one part of it. I
feel like
I agree.
what I'm saying like kind of ties into what you're like like yours is more broad, and I think that's true. Like you you become this one thing so greatly, and like you invest in it so heavily that you don't have as much of you to invest in the other parts of you, right?
Mhm.
In the
Mhm.
other parts of your life. Wow, we're getting really profound.
Well, it's the
Getting
music.
deep, bro. I feel like I'm lost in space right now.
Yeah, I think so.
Uh,
Um,
anyone wondering? Go on go on Spotify, look up "Floating Through Space" if you want to listen to this music. Anyway, I feel
I
like
think I think one of the more interesting things that I've, uh, heard about, I guess, in the past couple of days is, so, you know how, like, so, there's a saying that money can't buy happiness, but everyone that is broke is always like, "Well, yeah, but it sure does help a lot." Where like, where has that value been calculated? And I found out in this podcast that I listened to that it's about, like, if you make about, like, $70,000 a year is what I heard from that place,
it's like
then you are going to be comfortable enough. Any more than that, and it's a
interesting.
burden.
It's like excess.
Yes, it's excess, and at that point, that's when you can have problems arise because of money.
So like 70,000 is like it's is it the threshold that you're comfortable enough to begin to diversify your money into like the things that make you happy? Or
It's more of you have enough comfort at this point. You don't
gotcha.
need any more money because otherwise it like it's not like it's the bare minimum because
It's like
any
you start to be more you probably start to be more careless with your money, and you start to be more like it to the point where it can be like financially unstable, and like you're not responsible and you're not.
well, you can do that, but also there's other ties to it where it's like you start hoarding your money if you have too much of it, and it's like this is just becoming your, kind of
Hmm.
whole thing. It's like greed is starting to take over more than because ultimately you're trying to be happy, right?
Yeah.
Um, and so I guess let's recenter here. Money can't buy you happiness, right? You
Yes.
gotta you gotta find a way to be happy without money. But at what point does eh, but it does help. At what point does it stop helping? Right, basically.
Gotcha. Yeah, yeah, yeah. At what point? Yeah. What point does money become detrimental to your happiness? And it's at like, I'm assuming 70,000 per person.
I would assume so as well. Um,
Yeah, because I assume like a family of 8 living on 70,000 would kind of suck.
yeah, yeah. I didn't hear much more about that. And I mean, I don't see why making more uh could be too detrimental. I think you just have to be more careful about how your mindset is because you got to take it away from more objectivity
Yeah,
where
yeah.
where you're like
I feel like there's
consuming
a
and consuming and consuming stuff like that.
I feel like there's a point at which your like one person's wealth becomes a point of like envy at other people, like
Hmm.
from other people, and like maybe that could also impact like your quality of your relationships, is because
Sure.
not only because other people are like, damn, this person has money, but it's also like, damn, I have money and this person and these other people around me don't. Like
Oh,
it starts to be it starts to be a noticeable thing to both
maybe.
parties, and maybe that's like a an underlying rift in whatever relationships. Obviously, it's not going to be like that in every relationship, but you know.
I mean, I can definitely see that there's probably some. differences that arise based on a serious disparity
Yeah,
in
exactly.
in that kind of thing. But if I'm ever visiting somewhere where it's like someone wealthy lives here, I'm never envious of what they have. I'm more envious of, or no, sorry, I am envious of what they have, but I don't resent them, or I'm not envious towards them. It's more
Sure.
of like I respect your position. I just want what you have.
I feel
And
like
I don't think it affects my relation. I don't think it would affect my relationship with them, quite
I, f-
honestly.
I feel like in the case of a lot of people who are on the like poorer end of
Yeah.
life, um, say that say you have your standard like poor person, and you have like Jeff Bezos in a room, right? Jeff Bezos, 99 times out of 100, doesn't really give a fuck
Hmm.
about what happens to that person. And that
Oh,
person is like, fuck, this is Jeff Bezos. He's got more money than he'll ever be able to spend in 30 generations worth of family. Like, fuck this guy, man. Like, Men's has so much money, he just went to fucking space.
sure.
And instead of, all the good things that he could be doing. So, like, there's that, but most of the time, they're not going to say that to each other, right? So it's going to be this unspoken, like, quiet resentment on one end and just quiet, like,
I feel like that's kind of a special case,
I feel
is it
like
not?
that's like
I
the
was thinking more
extremes
in
of where
terms,
it goes.
definitely some extremes. I was thinking more in terms of if you're going to talk about someone that's more along the along the poverty line kind of thing, in comparison to someone who, uh, I guess pulls in like by themselves like 100K plus annually. There's there's quite a big difference between
Yeah.
them, but I don't think either resents each other.
I think there is a world in which the difference between their financial standing is enough where it becomes noticeable. And as soon as it becomes noticeable, like you start to form opinions about it. Like that's just how the human brain works. You know what I mean? And it's not so much you're gonna hate them because they have more money than you, but you're gonna be like, fuck, man, they have money and I don't. And like there's small interactions where you see like, I want to go get food with this person, but they don't have the money to be able to go do it. Or so there's it's like
See,
small interactions that'll like bring it up and it'll be like, fuck, you know?
I have thought that, like, legit thought, like, they have money and I don't, because of the disparity between us. And to me, it's not like I don't resent them. It's more of like it fills me with a passion to get to the place where they're at.
Well, that's very noble and good-hearted of you.
I think that's just normal.
I
I don't think people see someone that's doing better than them and think, "Oh, I hate that guy." I think they're trying to be like, "I want to be like that guy." And to want to be like that guy, I don't know, I, are in some way inspired.
I feel like it takes a lot more unless it's someone that is directly doing something that you want to do. Like
Hmm.
if you, I don't know, I don't know, like say like Mark Zuckerberg inspires you. The person like Mark Zuckerberg probably inspires people who want to make their own social network, right? Or
I
who
want to
want to.
clarify real quick. I am not inspired by CEOs, people like that. I'm inspired by people that I have had a direct connection with.
Gotcha. So, okay, like you see someone in the industry who's like made it well.
Not just see, but interacted with, and
Yeah, I mean, see, like and like you're
yeah, 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 exactly like D's. Yeah,
exactly Spooks. Spooks
yeah.
gets it. Wait, Spooks. Did you call in earlier? Have you heard word about that Among Us cock plushie? That
Can
definitely
confirm
doesn't exist, Lando Bando.
Spooks did call in earlier, and I also can confirm that Spooks is heading to my apartment as we speak.
Head. Anyway, I think I think this discussion can can definitely be fought out in the comments by our loyal fan base.
I don't know what there is to talk about.
I feel like I want to hear other people's opinions on this
Yeah,
matter because I feel like there's a wide range of opinions that one could have.
sure.
Um, but yeah, is there anything else that we wanted to hit tonight before we wrap it up?
I want to hit D's.
These would be fun.
Yeah.
All right. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
Bye. Are we gonna see his stripy shorts? Stripy shorts. He's like a sailor. He's like a sailor with his what is it, like stripy pajamas. Yeah, the game show is actually coming up at right about Michael, end it, Michael. Come on. The game show is actually happening right now. Stay tuned. Welcome to the Chinos Game Show. But